So Norgmate and I were playing around Hurston for a little while, and then he had to log off. And so I decided to pull the Signe and just do a couple missions. Then somebody got downed on Orison, so I decided to fly on over and do Siege of Orison one more time. I hadn't been able to actually complete the mission yet, either succumbing to 30 Ks or various bugs or just arriving too late to actually do anything. This time would be different. So I had a couple plans on this run through, the first being that I wanted to test out the Atskov sniper rifle, just because usually you can get people in there that are, all the bad guys will be clustered together in an elevator or something. I just thought that it might have a good niche in this kind of a role, because it's sure not a good sniper rifle otherwise. When I got to the actual platforms itself, there was one guy that was on the tram out with me, and I could already tell that desync was going to be an issue. Just bad guys were popping in, and this guy was kind of teleporting all over the place. I'm sure I was doing the same to him. Just it seemed like the first couple platforms had been cleared, so I made my way on over to the Brushwood tram as fast as I could, or the shuttle. I had been nailed a few times by various bugs and hidden enemies poking out of elevators and stuff, so I moved around a little bit more cautiously than I would have normally, especially when there's desync. And I managed to run into these four guys. I decided to go on my own because it seemed like this was probably their first time running Siege, or if they had run it before, they were just kind of taking their time. I did sort of stop to tell them where things were, just that the shuttle to Brushwood was over here, and eventually they kind of fell in line behind. I wasn't too sure what my goal here was, but the main goal that I had in this run through was to make it to the final admin center and actually play through to there. So I tended to blow through these platforms as fast as I could to make it there. As I was pulling up to the shuttle for Brushwood, the other guys managed to show up. All right, got the shuttle on the way. Coming down as a group, we decided to group up ourselves, and chatting with them in-game chat. That guy was, I think he's AFK. We decided to team up. Yeah, sure. Got another latecomer coming down. Shuttle's 2 minutes out. Then it was mostly just a waiting game, waiting for the shuttle to show up.
On full send, eh?
And having a couple false alarms. All you need is a knife. Being kind, I decided to leave him a knife. Hey, Garland, drop something for you. No reason he should have to punch his way through. Yeah, I can. I dropped something for you right there. Right above the S in Crusader.
Oh, sweet. My voice actually...
Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't talk before. I didn't even know this was about...
There it goes. Taking its time. The shuttle arrived and all of us piled in. It was just a matter of waiting until we got to the next one.
Just, you guys all look very organized sitting there.
I saw four other people doing it. I was like, oh
shit. Yeah, we're a civilized group of mercs.
We put safety first.
Please place your trays to the upright position. Your exits are here and here. In the case of an emergency, please stick your head between your legs and kiss your bum goodbye.
Yeah.
One of the cool things about running Siege solo is the people that you run into along the way.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Oh, yeah.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
But again, I started to see evidence of desync.
Rip Garland. No.
That's all right. He's gonna send it back to the start is what he's gonna do. He'll get there. We started to look for a way to get off of brushwood and get further in.
Oh, this is snug.
I'm looking right.
We'll check the left.
Did someone press the button?
Yeah, I did.
No.
I was thinking that was taking a while.
I lied. I had to hit it.
Right's clear. Left's clear.
Oh, yeah.
Got friends here. One of the more fun things about playing with a group you've never played before is figuring out how to communicate with them.
Here to grab Pisces and get over.
All while trying to cover each other. Did they shut down the anti-air yet? I missed that.
I think so.
Alright, yeah, then we can grab Pisces or pretty much anything and get on over there.
Where are we going right now?
I believe we're...
I've got some markers for ramp access to my top left.
Yeah, I'm seeing them too. Probably... Just looking at the layout, that might be a C2. We'll check it. As usually happens with these things, we ended up splitting off into pairs. Little bigger than I like to fly in there with, but we got what we got. Probably all the Pisces are down. Breaking up into smaller groups as desync took us apart.
I'm gonna have a look and just overlook to see where all the Pisces are, just to see.
Trying to stay cautious, but still stick together. Alright, got it right.
That was cold.
Oh shit, did he not make it?
And always push on to the next platform. Looks clear. Yeah, C2. I mean, we could take a C2. That's going to be a hell of a risk, though.
All aboard.
Roger that. Keep the ramps down, I guess, and just get ready to bail. Let me ask in chat real quick if AA is down. Otherwise, we're going to get an inch off the ground and the turrets here are going to destroy us. Thankfully, my paranoia paid off. Oh, not on brushwood. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so the second we load onto this thing, it's going to get shot up. One thing we could do is shut down the AA on brushwood. Yeah, I could do the Pisces.
Where is that?
There's always the problem that the bad guys might teleport in behind you. Come in from a monster closet and just take out your entire group from behind without you being aware. Definitely sounds like we got hostiles. But we were all kind of anxious to get on to the next part of the mission before the timer ran out. Or someone else finished it for us. Alright, I'll get you. Hang on. This was an interesting bug because I saw 4 people that were down, but when I tried to heal them, it just said stunned. It turned out that it was just another bug and these are Ninetails, but that didn't stop me from trying to heal them. I've got 4 guys down here, but it says they're stunned and not dead.
Yeah, I see a bunch of...
I think that's...
We need to be more careful out there.
Those are bad guys. Maybe we just go to Heartmore. Alright, well, we could try going up in this building, see if there's anything up there. Eventually it became clear that shutting down the AA wasn't going to be an option. It might have even been bugged. So we started hunting for something else we could fly away in.
Press the button.
I pressed it this time, don't worry.
I'm still alive, please.
Who is that talking?
Who is that?
I'm right here.
Where?
I'm right here.
Where?
Help me.
Who?
I got blindsided.
Oh, I see. Hang on.
Oh my god, I'm alive. Thank you.
You're good.
The clock was ticking in all of our heads because we knew that the mission was going to end soon. Well, we got one entrance over here. That looks like a go for a Pisces. Kind of dangerous taking off, though, because of the turrets. Oh, it's an MSR. It's risky as hell, but we could do it. I'm pretty used to flying the MSR if you want me to take it, but it is risky.
All you.
Full throttle. Let's do it.
Roger that.
Let's do it, gents.
I recommend not anyone come into the ship itself. Just stay in the cargo area because getting through all these doors will take forever for you.
Alright.
As soon as I get in this seat, we're going. So is everybody in?
Looks like it, yeah.
One's
Yeah.
Here we go.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
I knew I'd have to burn out of there really fast just to avoid all the fire and the missiles that would be coming my way. Thankfully, I was pretty familiar with the MSR. It was also possible that the desync was working in my favor this time.
to the admin center.
I got a beeline on the admin center and tried to keep my nose more or less pointed in the right direction. I had the added worry of everyone else in the back counting on me. It wasn't just my ass on the line. I kept watching other ships explode on the radar. I wasn't even sure if other people had made it to the admin center at all.
Attack on shields.
Taking the first couple hits, it was clear that this wasn't going to be a cakewalk there either. I kept the decoys loaded up and paid close attention to what kind of missiles were coming at me, making sure to throw out flares or decoys depending on what it was. Yeah, just careful. We're pulling up to the admin center. Got about 12 clicks. I'm gonna put us in hot, so heads up. As we came in closer, I could see all the enemy cutlasses showing up on the radar. I knew this would probably be a hot landing. I knew I'd have an easy time getting out due to the bug in 317 where you could just launch through the windshield of the MSR when you try to get out. I was a little more worried for the people in the back. The MSR was taking a lot of hits here, so I was starting to get a little nervous.
Was the TNT down on the admin center?
Sweet, sweet bug. Everybody out? All right, there we go. Nice job, guys. I With everyone out, we piled onto the final platform and started looking around for the boss.
There, brushwood platform's anti-air defenses have been deactivated, so the airspace should be safe.
Hey, good timing.
Another of the commandeered ships.
Yeah.
Let's try not to
No
lose
kidding.
any more.
Just fucking boom.
It doesn't help I have a concussion.
I might have the med pen that cures that if you need it.
It is getting very annoying, yes.
Hang on, where are you? Who is this?
Is it the orange one?
Yeah. And it seemed like I wasn't the only one that never made it to this final platform before. Nobody was quite sure where to go next.
Well, the color just returned to my vision, so I should be good.
There you go. Yeah, just don't run a
Granted,
lot.
I am hopped up on 4 different things, so...
Maybe not the right colors, but
There you go. Alright, let's find this lieutenant and pop him. I guess he's a major. Contact left, contact left. It would have been a good time to use the Atskov, but I forgot that I had it on me. The S-71 being my preferred weapon.
Just drop 3 in the pavilion.
Yeah, roger that. Well, we got a tonk here. And then it just began the gradual poking around the platform until we could figure out where we were supposed to go. There was a tonk there, and I saw it. Just wasn't sure how useful a tonk would be if we got that much further into the mission. I knew that there was a cargo platform coming up, and I was dubious about its use, so I gave it a pass.
Identified.
The people I was with had other ideas, though.
There we go, team. 600 meters away.
yeah. We could
Oh, yeah,
find
so,
the thing.
okay, yeah, marker just popped up for me. Apparently I'm lagging.
Nine Tails lieutenant in charge of the admin center has been taken down.
Don't worry, I'm there too.
Oh,
Big mistake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find each and every one of you and torture you so bad, your regen's gonna be screaming in pain.
That's not very nice.
Yeah,
Buster's got all of them. Even Stacks.
I'm
All right
going to the tank.
Come to the barge, and I'm gonna give you CDF shitheads a personal demonstration of what the Nine Tails are really capable of.
Like the plan worked. All CDF head to the cargo barge and engage with Ren. Once we neutralize him, we can get his access code and shut down the inverter.
With the tonk up and running, I was a little less worried about bad guys spawning out. I could always fall back and hide behind it if I needed to. I have to admit, it's really cool watching that thing fly down at you. And then the tonk had my back. And that's why I prefer the S-71. It was clear someone was ahead of us in the mission, so the question now became if we could actually make it to the cargo barge before they won the thing.
Another of the commandeered ships. Let's try not to
One wrong turn could mean that the game would be over before we could get there.
Our strategy worked. The commander is out on the barge. We take out Mendo Ren. We can shut down the inverter.
Why is there a hammerhead above us?
I don't know, but it's cool.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that was questioning that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's friendly or not. I kind of doubt it if it's just sitting there. Entrance to the tower looks clear. I said that with a lot of authority.
Yeah.
You want to say that with more confidence next time?
Sure, I guess there's nobody here, kinda, maybe.
Yeah, they're all dead. Ooh, meds!
Elevator's open. We were a little cautious coming into this last level, none of us really knowing what to expect. I think we want to go the middle one. Seeing he hadn't pushed the button, at least on my screen, I went ahead and did it myself.
This is us.
I got right. Looks like we got friendlies up here. Or they're on another platform. Right, looks clear.
Yeah, it's me.
This is the cargo barge, by the way, out there.
Party.
We could see there's friendlies on the barge, but it was hard to tell exactly how far away they were. Yeah, the barge is...
up ahead.
Roger that. We just began the slow creep down the hallway. Trying to be cautious, not sure where the spawn points were. Lots of dead people. I'm not seeing any living ones. I have to admit this will be a lot more intimidating when the AI is working as intended. And then we were into the maze, onto the barge itself. With all the guns floating in the air, it's sometimes hard to tell where the bad guys actually were. The maze itself was something new. Really lived up to its name. I'm usually pretty good at these things, but in this one, with all the same cargo pallets everywhere, I wasn't quite picking up on the pattern that was going to lead me through this thing. So I ended up just poking around kind of at random until I found the right path. Even then, I wasn't sure that I was on it until I popped into the open. I wasn't alone, though. I kept bumping into people coming the other direction. I wasn't sure if I was going the wrong way or they were. I mean, they did call it a maze. And I'm sure now that I've been through this once, I probably would have picked up on the tells and the patterns, some sort of lights or colors of various crates that you're supposed to travel through. But at this point, I was just totally flying blind, just kind of hoping that the general flow of people were going in the right direction. And Rin's tag just kept taunting us just that close and we couldn't get to him. Okay, now I see what they mean by maze.
Fucking maze.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a maze.
Well, I'm upstairs.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's over by Gordach over there.
Yeah.
I mean, this big obvious light looks like a marker.
Knew it was only a matter of
It
time.
was around here that I decided that maybe I should follow the gold lights, that maybe that was the
I
tell.
want his access code.
Oh, we're gonna access him. Yeah, this is right, this is right. Alright, I'll...
can come pick me up.
Teleporting bad guys is never a good sign.
Oh, a few times.
I've taken too many drugs. I'm drunk now.
Wasn't helped by the fact that the game kept trying to put the Otskov in my hand.
Got him.
Don't you worry.
God damn it, I can't get
Yeah,
across.
take 2 beams.
Thank you.
Hold down shift and then run. You gotta do it as real quick. I may have missed the boss fight, but at least I got to make it to the end.
See what you can find. More Nine Tails inbound. You need to focus on shutting down the main iffy so we can stop them from reinforcing. Commander's access codes. Use them to get into the storage container.
Sort of an unspoken rule that the person that kills him gets the helmet.
Location of where the Nine Tails hit their inverter. I want it shut down ASAP.
Nice job, guys. But then came the little matter of finding our way back out through the maze.
And CDF-approved ships can now access the platforms.
It literally
I felt like there had to be an obvious path. I was not correct.
Crusader personnel will be moving in to secure the area, so clear out as soon as you're able.
Okay, so now the main question, how the hell do we get out of here? I have to admit, this part was a little bit frustrating, just backtracking over my tracks again and again and again, trying to find my way out, knowing that every second that ticked by was another second that I could be stuck in Klesher. Have to admit that I started panicking a little bit as I saw everybody else's distance slowly pull further and further away from me. But then I pulled out into the open and all was good, I thought. From here, it was just a matter of finding a ride off the platform before I ended up in Klesher or shot down by security. Wait a minute. As people started to leave the party, I realized my time was running out, so I picked up the pace a bit faster. Hey, I made it out. Seeing the MSR, I thought it was in good shape. Finally got a chance to use the Otskov the way it was intended. Not bad, dropping 3 people at once. It did take 4 shots to do it. From here, there's a little bit of frustration as the MSR was bouncing around. Come on, come on, come on. And unlike the Cuddy, you can't pull yourself onto it. Jumping onto it without getting crushed, I wasn't sure if it was manned or not. Finally, it settled enough for me to jump on. All right, come on, come on, come on. I made my way to the bridge, not sure what I'd find, knowing that the AA on the system might not be inactivated. Punch it. When I saw the command seat was still filled, I got a little bit nervous. If it was somebody that was AFK, then I was going to be stuck here because I couldn't get out of the front.
A journey worth taking.
All right, just out of here, 9 car.
On. Attack on shields.
Gordetch, you there? Are you AFK? Yep,
Just
take off.
Don't exit your chair. It glitches.
Oh, I know. Just, let's go.
Yeah.
And then we are off.
I did this thing before and just pop out of your chair. You like glitched it.
Yeah, you go through the front cockpit. MSR is my daily driver, so yeah, well familiar with that. It's nice when you're running cargo or something because you don't have to go all the way through the ship, but not so awesome when you're hanging off the edge of a platform.
Good to approach that platform. There aren't any active anti-air.
I figured we were in good shape right about here, that we'd just fly back to Orison, land, and all would be good, but my pilot chose to land at Solanki base instead, which led to a bit of an issue. You're a much better person than me. I always steal the ship. I got lucky and the bug actually pushed me back. I don't think it was as lucky for the pilot, though. Straight on the nose, I think he fell to his death. I figured Solanki would be safe going, especially with the mission over, so I kind of made my way back nonchalantly as fast as I could, but not really keeping an eye out for enemies. I could see the security was live. But then I saw this one nine-tail. Took him out and started making my way inside. But then security had a different idea, shooting me in the back as the nine-tails were ahead of me. This was not the ideal ending, as everybody else had mostly left the mission and the platforms. So there I lay, hoping somebody would come and get my medical beacon. Thankfully, I did have this little bit of schadenfreude. When the security guy that shot me in the back and dropped me got dropped himself. Best wishes, douchebag.
Yeah, I see you.
Surprisingly, I've been talking to someone in chat that said that they were coming to rescue me, but I wasn't sure that they'd even be able to make it to the platform. Surprisingly, they did. You're my hero.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's get
To every building besides this one.
Yeah, I know that because there's like 4 guys right by the door.
I even found a few stray nine-tails.
There's an MSR up here. You want to take it and get out?
I'm probably gonna take the shuttles easier.
All right, yeah, fair enough. With a level 3 chest wound, my ability to run was being hampered, but I appreciated the save.
I want to shoot those guys when they're like that.
Yeah, well, and the thing is that they won't always react to the nine-tails being around, so you get popped by both of them. That's just what happened to me. Yeah, I've got a chest wound, so I'll hang on. I've got a med kit or med pen for that. Remembering I had brought the med pen specifically for this purpose, I went ahead and used it, and that held off the symptoms long enough to allow me to sprint for the shuttle. Desync and lag were starting to really show up here with all the bodies, so I wasn't sure if I'd actually find a shuttle waiting for me or not.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Really glad I have all the different types of med pens. Made that mistake on my first siege and didn't have a respiratory one. Ended up walking everywhere. It was not awesome.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Yeah, I usually don't carry them, but there's a med bay on each floor. It's too hard to find them. You know where to look.
Yeah, that's true. Just forget about those. Woo! Did that without a crime stat. Thanks again. I have earned this burger. Damn right I earned that victory burger. Felt it is only fair to throw a reward his way. Thank you, Radrick. You saved my ass. Oh, I know. Hey, it's all Monopoly money now anyway. I give you 100K right before we get a wipe.
Small ships around. I don't really watch.
Right. Make a beeline for that hospital. Pulling back up to Orison, it was nice to finally see a place where I wouldn't have Ninetails popping out behind me or having security shoot me in the back. It was also nice to have finally actually completed the mission for once, free from bugs. Well, free from most bugs anyway. Hell of a good time. I wish I could have done it with my org, but doing it with strangers actually paid off. The Atskov tested, I decided that that was enough of a test for one run. Started running over to the hospital to make sure that I could get that sucking chest wound taken care of. All in all, a really fun event. It's nice to actually play it from start to finish for once, as opposed to having a 30K or desync or some other error take me out, or have someone finish the game before I could make it to the last. Look forward to playing it again, but it sounds like 318 is going to be dropping soon. 67. Okay.
Attention, the owner of the Orison Apollo original contact hangar services.
Safely checking into the hospital is just a matter of healing my wounds, rehydrating, and getting the drugs out of my system. Still amazed by the medical system in this game. Even at tier 0, it's pretty immersive. Sweet, sweet beams. Yes. Yes. Fun event and a good time. I look forward to trying it again, or trying any of the events in this new patch. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.